highlighted it's dangerous behavior.
I know. I mean, y'all said it. I just want you to hear it. Since this is on YouTube, I want you to go back live and hear it later, Attorney Werberling. All the excuses that both of y'all made for his. Come on, did he get another OWVI? Oh, come on. Now calling the matter of the people versus Joseph Wooten, Anthony Joseph Wooten. This is case number Z808396. This is one count of operating while visibly impaired. This is the date and time set for a sentencing in this matter. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Werbling, P64889, on behalf of Mr. Anthony Wooten. Sir, could you say your full name for the record, please?
Yes, Anthony Joseph Wooten.
All right, counsel. How do you wish to proceed? Have you gone over the pre-sentence report with your client?
Gone over it, Your Honor. It is factually accurate. I just had a few remarks. I don't know if my client wants to make any comments as well.
Okay.
So this is an older case, Judge. I think it's somewhat outside of his character. He has the blemish from almost over 20 years ago. He hasn't had any problems.
I was gonna say, is it outside of his character, really?
Well,
because he had an opportunity.
Yeah.
Keep going. I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, I mean, it was 2 decades ago, Your Honor. And he wasn't really acting within his usual course because this was in the late stages of the early late stages of the pandemic, I should say. So he's a social drinker. I think this is something that should play into his role in recovery, Your Honor. I think he could benefit from educational insights. I do agree with that. I've reminded him that, even though he's a social drinker, it's outside of his character. It only takes one mistake. He has 2 children. I said, well, would you like if someone bumped into them, so to speak? And that's putting it mildly. He said, of course not. But he is gainfully employed. He has been going through some relationship issues. He's going through a divorce. This is just some background information.
Okay.
But do I think he's a problem drinker where he drinks alone and he goes out on binges and he gets the shakes and he goes through withdrawals if he doesn't have alcohol? No. He put himself in a bad spot on this particular evening. I think he could benefit from the insights of what happens when you make one mistake. It only takes one mistake to cost everything you've worked so hard for and to shatter other lives. So with that saying, Judge, I think it's a fair recommendation as far as the length is concerned. But for tailoring it to his needs, I just think that he's not. So I asked him, I said, do you drink every day or continuously? He says, no. I said, you drink in gatherings? He said, exactly. So that's what I have for you as far as allocution, Judge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Wooten, did you want to say anything on your behalf?
Yes, Your Honor. When I spoke with Werberling, we went over it, and I understand everything, and I get it, but yeah, like he said, it's been 2 decades, and since my prior, and
excuses.
You
were 19.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah. I was 19. I was still premature teenager, still growing up. I did get one.
Because you were 38 at this time, 39, because you're the same age as me.
I was getting to there. And, like you said, it was a pandemic. That was it just happened. And it was the world was experiencing something it never experienced. So
you got 2 kids, and I had nobody at home to live for, so I didn't. So who should be more sad and out there drinking at that point in time?
Absolutely. I mean, it's no it's no excuses, but I'm just stating facts. That's all. It was that can cause you to act out of character. That's all I was referring to. And I was just saying, like, I get everything they give me. I just felt that it was just a little bit excessive. I felt it was being more treated as if I had a problem, like I had an accident or I had, a bunch of priors and was constantly drinking, or I failed my drug test. Everything got passed on everything else. So I just felt it was just a little bit excessive, but I get it.
And Judge, you may be referring to the testing, but we went over that. I mean, he has been testing clean, but maybe that will be scaled back.
Attorney Werbeline, it's not the testing. It sounds like both of y'all are making excuses. This is where I get frustrated, right? Because we make mistakes, and I feel like sometimes we're all held to different standards and levels. So I don't want him to be held to the same standard as I am, because we're different humans. But here's my frustration. So back in 2001, they lowered it down to operating while visibly impaired. Am I correct, counsel? From an OWI, correct? And now we're doing the same thing, even though it's some time that's lapsed. So you're saying we make poor judgment. And I know when we're younger, we truly make some poor judgment and some rough decisions. Boy, I tell you. But now we're back here and we're like, oh, but I had another lapse in judgment and I had another rough decision. Instead of coming in here and being like, you know what? That was dumb. I'm stupid. I whatever you need is what I'm going to do, because but for and it's like, nah, but I had all these things going on and I just don't know. I don't know how this could have gotten away from me.
I don't know what the circumstances of the first one, Your Honor. We were just trying to put it, they're all different, and I don't want to paint a broad brush, Your Honor. And I was just trying to paint a background of what happened. I'm not trying to make excuses if that was what I was coming across as. I was just trying to put it in a proper context. That's all.
I know. I mean, y'all said it. I just want you to hear it. Since this is on YouTube, I want you to go back live and hear it later, Attorney Werbeline. All the excuses that both of y'all made for his behavior. Oh, it was a long time ago and he didn't, so he got the lower break of it then, but now he really understands now that he did it again this second time and he ain't really mean to do it. But let me tell you why he really did it, because he is having a hard time, which I know that can be difficult. I've never experienced a divorce before, so I know it can be difficult. So I do have some empathy for him. But all this love and support that he has surrounding him, we got to make sure that we understand what our responsibilities are and what we have to look forward to. Because technically, this is your second OWI. You know what happens on your third, even though it's not going to be, because everyone has had such leniency on you, so it won't be. But typically on your third OWI, that is a felony. And it's a mandatory, pretty much 1 to 5. Most judges, at least in Wayne County, are not going to give you less than that 1 year now, because we've had so many violent deaths of people who die after they get hit by drunk drivers, because the drunk driver never dies. So I just, I hear some accountability, but I just need you to take full accountability just for it. That doesn't mean that you're like this awful human being and that I see you as that. But when I hear it like, I did it, but let me tell you why I did it. Like, we just did it. And we messed up and I messed up and I made a mistake. And now I'm here to take some ownership over this mistake I made and not have you look at all these things. My goodness.
Okay. And I just want to say I apologize. I do take full responsibility, and I wasn't trying to come off that way, but if it's, I do take full responsibility.
Okay.
Your Honor.
All right. All right. With that being said, it is the order of the court that he attends. I won't make him attend outpatient treatment unless he tests positive for a dropping. If he tests positive for any drop, he's gonna attend outpatient treatment. Any positive, I don't care what it is, any positive outpatient, unless you're on like some medicine for a cold or something like that, and you let them know immediately, and you better bring whatever bottle, medicine, anything that you taking on that day. He's gonna have to attend and complete the MAV victim impact panel. He's going to have to attend and complete the alcohol highway safety course. Did you take one already, or have you not taken one? Because usually on your first offense, they make you take one. Did you take one yet, Mr. Wooten?
No, I don't.
Long ago?
No.
Okay. So it'll be the one.
Yeah, I might have took one. If you referring to my prior
yeah, your
20
prior one.
years
Yep.
ago, yes, I did. Yes, I did.
So he's probably going to need to take level 2. Attend and complete alcohol insight and awareness program. I like that one. Submit to random urinalysis testing twice a month. No alcohol, no marijuana, without a valid marijuana card, and no illicit substances. He's going to have to pay his assessment fee of $100 plus $35 a month for supervision fee. This is a 12-month probation. And he's going to have to pay his urinalysis testing. He's also going to have to view the video consequences burned alive. And my fine is $400 because usually it's $300, but this is the second one. So maybe if I hit you in your pockets a little bit, I'm going to give you a fine, $400. Plus all your costs and fines. The rest of the fines and costs can be spread throughout the year that you're on probation. To me, you have been given a gift. 2 OWVIs, sir. Remember that. Okay? Not fuss because it frustrates me because I don't want to see you throw everything away for some alcohol. We got too many ways to get back home if we're not feeling capable of driving. Most people say don't drink and drive at all. That's correct. But we have too many capable ways of getting ourselves back home that this just shouldn't take place, okay?
Okay, yeah.
All right. All right. It's the order of this court that you be sentenced accordingly. A year from now is February 13th, 2025. I expect that you complete this and do everything that you need to do and that they do not reapproach me with anything that you need to do over. No need to do outpatient. I'm putting something on your order, patient, unless test positive. Okay. All right. Is there anything further you need, Attorney Warberlin?
Nothing further, Judge.
All right. If there's nothing further from you, Mr. Wooten?
Nothing further.
Okay. All right. If there's nothing further, and that is the order of this court. All right. I expect to see you in 12 months to dismiss you and not before then to reprimand you, Mr. Wooten. I'm going to be real upset if I had to see you before then.
Okay, you won't, Your Honor.
All right. Oh, all right. You're welcome. Good luck to you.